What up? Okay, so in this video, what are we going over? I show you my chickens. I talk about quoting yards. I give you an example of my neighbor yards and what I would quote them. I talk about your business bank account, income and expenses. I'm looking at the editing. I show 2 yards that I'm mowing. I talk about oil and gas for a beginner. And it's just a super epic video with lots of cool editing that you're about to see. So I hope you enjoy. Throw your boy a like if you love me. If you don't love me, you don't have to like it, but I would like your video, so let's get to it. Let's just get to it. We finna mow, but we finna eat these eggs first. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Look, my chicken Jones is for blueberries. And just look, little tip while I'm walking my dog. This yard right here, I would price this, I don't know, I can't see the backyard, but let's just say if they just wanted the front yard only, to do it every 2 weeks, maybe like $35, give or take, maybe 40, because it's nice quality St. Augustine grass. But this yard over here is the same size, but look at the quality of it. It's all weedy. There's trees and landscapes everywhere, and you just have to go around it. There's stuff in the sidewalks. So one, that yard would cost less because it's funner to maintain. It's quality grass. But even though this yard's the same size, I would charge more because it's just weedy and it's not as fun to mow. So if that one's say 35, 40, this one, I would tell her like 45 or 50. And if she told me no thanks, then I would say no problem with me and I would just walk away. So when you're giving the quotes, also look at the size, of course, but look at the quality of the yard. You're gonna have fun doing this yard. It's gonna look good. This one, no matter what you do, it's still gonna be a weedy yard at the end of the day. And yards in this bad of shape are usually unsalvageable. If there was weeds here and there, then you could probably get away with making it a decently quality yard. But this yard has almost no grass. It's basically all weeds. So, I mean, maybe you could nuke the whole grass, put down soil, put down seeds and do that. But I think for a yard like that, you're better off just putting new sod and ripping all the weeds out. So again, that's just what I think about when I'm pricing. Am I gonna enjoy doing the yard, or am I just knocking weeds down week after week? So quick recap if you're new, I try to do 2 yards an hour, which is easy because I have tiny yards. It usually takes me 30 minutes to drive to the yard and finish it. So I can do 2 yards in an hour, and my average price yard is around $50 to $60. So I try to go for 100 an hour, 2 yards an hour. So a 10-yard workday like this will take me around 5 hours and will make me around $500. And that's it. So it's just me, my truck, my mower, my blower, my grapes, and I'm about to go get gas, and I'll show you what ethanol-free gas looks like, because that's what you should be using for your equipment if you want it to love you back and continue making you money. Quick business tidbit. You know what? I'm not even going to record the clock today because I'm just going to try to make this informative and not just think about the time. So example, I just got gas from my mower. Whenever you register your business, you will open up a business bank account. And then when you get that business bank account, you will get a business debit card. You can see it says Lawn Care here. So whenever you're purchasing something that you need to operate your business, such as fuel for your mower, that is an expense. And now what you do is you pay with the debit card, the business debit card, and then you keep the receipt. And then that is classified as an expense. Just like whenever you get paid from a job, that's income, you have expenses. And then at the end of the year, the expenses become write-offs, so you pay less taxes by having the write-offs that you need to operate. More examples of write-offs and expenses: the pants that I'm wearing, the boots that I'm wearing, the trimmer line that I have, the trimmer rack that I bought. Maybe you could even classify these water bottles because you need water. My hat, that notebook. There are a bunch of expenses that you will need in order to operate, so you use those on your business debit card only, not your personal. But if you're just buying, say, I don't know, if you're buying a dog, you probably don't use your business debit card. But that's how expenses and incomes work with a business bank account. And also, this is the mix that I use. So for you beginners, you have 2 gas cans. One is just for the mower, and that is straight gas. I use the ethanol-free gas. And then you have a second gas can that is for your blower and your trimmer, because you mix this with the gas and then it creates two-cycle mix. And then that's what the blower and the trimmer run off of. They run off of the mixture of oil and gas. The mower just runs off of straight gas. Watch this. Damn it. Actually, let me rephrase that. So for the trimmer and the blower, you mix this into the gas directly, you shake it up, and then you pour it into the fuel spout, because these trimmers and these blowers, they do not have an oil intake. It's just one fuel intake. There's no oil over here. But for the mower, you have the gas tank, and then you add the oil separately, and then you change the oil just like you change a car every month or so, or every 2 weeks, whatever frequency you do it at. But for the mower, you have a separate gas tank and a separate oil tank. But for the trimmer and the blower, there's only one, and it's the mixture of the gas and the oil put together.
Thank you so much.
Gracias, thank you. And then I will see you in Dos, unless we have a thunderstorm and it rains and we have a jungle sooner.
I don't know. We can have rain in a while.
Yeah, it doesn't show rain.
Hurricanes. I mean, I don't want a hurricane. Give us some of the rain. Everything's going this way to the east.
I agree with you. Okay,
You take care.
tell Cornelius I said thank you. Okay, have a good one. $50 mow for tiny yards. People will pay top dollar for good quality and customer service that is top notch. Do you like my editing? Okay, so the reason I included that little interaction, my little awkward interaction, that's just how I talk to my customers. I get nervous sometimes, even though I've been doing their yard for like years. So if people ask me, do I take cash? You can take cash if you want, if you're a business, but here's the downfall. And this is why I don't take very much cash. Like 99% of my customers pay me through QuickBooks, is because if you take cash and you're a registered business, you're supposed to declare it. So if you go put $50 in the bank account, if you just deposit it yourself, that's cool, but you still have to charge sales tax, and you're supposed to collect that sales tax from the customer. So if the yard is $50, but really it's supposed to be $54.13, I'm looking at my computer, then if you take $50, you have to eat that $4.13. So really you just made $46, and then you have to pay the income tax on top of that. So you could take cash, but just keep that in mind. There's still sales tax. Just because you take cash doesn't mean that that's disappearing. And if you take a business check, you can still have the same little downfall of, unless you charge the customer $54.13 and tell them to write it out, you're gonna end up eating that tax. So that's why using a software like QuickBooks where it includes the sales tax is so much better, because you just say $50 to the customer, you tell them that you charge tax whenever you give them the quote, and then whenever you send the invoice, you can just click a button and it adds the sales tax automatically, versus you having to tell the customer, you owe me $54.13 on a $50 mow. So I hope that makes sense, but let's get back to the funny video.